right, as we bring it back to the studios, we're going to get ready for our championship bout. Manabu Yamada versus Wayne Shamrock. Now, these guys have fought at least 2-3 matches before this match, so fitness coming into play here.
Yeah, the only difference, especially the difference being that Funaki and Shamrock, just under 6 minutes. Yamada, though, having to fight and claw every inch of the way to getting that victory at around 14 minutes against Suzuki.
Right, all right. Let's see if Yamada has enough gas to last him for one more fight.
Wayne Shamrock versus Manabu Yamada.
As we get ready to get started to fight this fight. Manabu Yamada defeated Christopher DeWeaver, Frank Shamrock, and Minoru Suzuki to reach this point. And like you said, Josh, he spent 26 minutes worth of fighting, while Wayne Shamrock, his opponent, beat Alex Cook, Maurice Smith, and Funaki. Only took him a little over 11 minutes. So those 15 extra minutes Yamada spent in the ring just to get to this point, we could see the toll it takes on his body in this fight.
Yeah, that's got to be a factor in this championship match. Is it has to 10 minutes in the ring. That is not just 10. People think of 10 minutes worth of time, but 10 minutes of actively fighting another opponent. It's more like running a marathon for most folks. And as you see, both fighters and their respective flags. Yamada, the native, probably also having a little incentive to bring the title home for the native Japanese fans there, with a lot of pride and being a Japanese fighter. And we have Shamrock representing the United States in the Lions Den.
And no doubt the crowd will be behind Yamada. And as far as Ken Shamrock goes, do you think that is a disadvantage, that he might not be able to draw that positive energy from the crowd?
Well, the one thing about Ken, and especially about Pancrase, is that while Ken is technically a foreign fighter, he is one of the founders and one of the main principles of Pancrase. And I think that the fans would see it as not entirely about nation versus nation, but also as the fact Pancrase's ring is international. Shamrock in the black, Yamada there in the yellow.
Shamrock with the obvious size advantage, physically bigger.
Each fighter taking their time, as they have 30 minutes worth of fighting to do. Yamada opening up with that middle kick. Shamrock getting the body lock, taking Yamada to the mat. Yamada looking perhaps to roll under and catch a leg early on, but no success there.
And Yamada, we've seen him do escape after escape, but when you're feeling tired and you're sweating, those escapes become harder to do each time.
Moving along later in this match, Shamrock patiently working on top. Yeah, and not to mention escapes, but we've seen him endure enormous amounts of punishment and still get to his feet and still fight. If there's anybody that can handle this, the toughness of this situation, it's Mr. Tough Guy here, or the escape artist, as you like to call him, Manabu Yamada. Nice tight waist takedown off of the missed kick by Shamrock. Yamada now finding himself back on the mat with Shamrock on top. Common position for this match. Shamrock in the mount being brought back to the feet for inactivity.
And Josh, has there ever been a time when a ref broke up a fight that you personally said, what are you doing here? We're both in action.
Yes. And I think we actually saw that earlier with Yamada and Suzuki in that leg catch position. Nice low kick by Ken Shamrock, responding with a high kick and a shote as Yamada, but nice duck under by Ken.
A wise move. Yamada throwing those strikes. Who knows if he could have connected one, but Shamrock just didn't give him any more opportunities.
Shamrock again on top of Yamada. Yamada working diligently, but looking very tired. And Shamrock, the much fresher of the two, and playing a very smart game against the ever tough and ever hard to catch Manabu Yamada.
And as we've mentioned before, Yamada, a much harder path to get to this point, and Wayne Shamrock finishing his first 3 fights quickly. this could really help him out here.
And as I said, I felt like in that leg catch position, both Suzuki and Yamada earlier in their bout were working in a good spot, and there could have been an opportunity for either one to get a submission. I felt the ref brought them up prematurely, but I think being a referee is an incredibly hard job, as people are hardly ever satisfied with the decisions that are made. But there's Ken Shamrock looking to work a knee bar variant there, or use it to pass. Not finding any luck, though, against Yamada, electing to try to stack and perhaps pass finally. Yamada looking to put a leg scissor.
Yeah, trying to wrap those legs around Shamrock.
But Shamrock just too powerful for that technique to work on him. And Yamada working diligently, though, for that leg scissor choke, inserting the hand, trying to put his fist into the throat of Ken Shamrock to get the choke, but not going to happen.
And Shamrock ends up back in the side control.
Not much time left for Yamada, spending the entirety of this fight on the ground, on his back. Shamrock working, hooking the arm, staying in the side control, looking for an opportunity without making too big of a mistake and giving him, Yamada, on the bottom, an opportunity to get a submission or cause the rope escape.
And the fighters have to leave everything in the ring. This is the championship match, so if they want to rest, they could rest after this fight. As we move on along, Shamrock on the back of Yamada. And now he mounts him.
Mount position here by Shamrock, circling towards the center of the ring, working that forearm across the neck. Shamrock still in the top position, riding out this bout against the more fatigued Yamada, and being brought back to their feet in the last few minutes of this match.
And now Yamada trying to pour it on with a flying kick, does not connect, and we're right back where we started. Shamrock on Yamada's back.
Big drop kick does not land. Shamrock here running a half Nelson. Yamada shoulder rolling through, hoping to catch the leg or the arm. Shamrock having none of it and gaining the side control position again.
And I think Yamada realizes it's crunch time. He's trying to give it everything he's got.
Cannot escape from under the powerful grasp of Ken Shamrock is Manabu Yamada, struggling on the bottom here. As side choke in perhaps opening itself up there as Shamrock is trapping the arm and the neck, but time does expire.
The bell does ring. Neither fighter gets each other to submit, but
we'll
based
have to
on
see what the judges think of the performance.
And Judge Barnett, who do you give this case to?
Well, as Yamada was really unable to mount any sort of offense truly in this bout, I guess you have to give it to Shamrock. How about you, Robert?
I also agree. Yamada spent most of the fight on the mat. Wayne Shamrock dictating the action. I as well will have to say Shamrock wins. Let's see if the judges agree.
まず広袖レフェリー28対27ウェイン・シャムロックジャッジ平原正明29対
28-27 Shamrock
ウェイン・シャムロックジャッジ岡本博美29対28ウェイン・シャムロック
29-28 Shamrock.
ウェイン・シャムロックの勝利です
And I don't know if we have much influence with the judges, but they do agree with us. Wayne Shamrock is your winner by decision. He is the first ever king of Pancrase. And as a foreigner, no easy task defeating some of the best fighters in Japan and actually all the best fighters the world has to offer.
29-28 on all scorecards. There's Matt Hume and Todd Bjornathan, fellow Americans in Pancrase with Ken Shamrock, celebrating his championship win and the crowning of the first ever king of Pancrase.
And Ken Shamrock, a well-deserved victory, took out Masakazu Funaki and then Yamada, two top fighters. Yamada, very disappointed. Let's hear him talk to the press.
全然俺の名前出てこないしでも一人だけなんですけど俺決勝行くって言ってくれる人いるんですよ俺絶対行けるって言ってくれた人いるんですよその人に申し訳なくて また、明日からシャムロック退治の対策でも出ます。
Yamada, obviously disappointed, pulled off an upset to just get here, but unable to pull off that second upset. It's almost like a team that beats someone better than them to get to the finals, only to lose in the finals.
And there is the beautiful unveiling of the King of Pancrase belt.
I think you've seen that before, haven't you, Josh?
I have, and I have been presented with it by the same individual there.
And who is that guy?
That, I believe, is actually Mr. Mochizuki, former head of the Pancrase committee.
And that belt, Josh, I heard you do not get to keep that belt at home.
You do not, as a giant diamond sits square center in that belt, but I have not seen a finer belt in the entire sport of MMA or boxing included.
And Yamada gets a runner-up trophy, so Wayne Shamrock going all the way. Are you surprised at all, Josh? Even a little bit?
No, he had to be one of the favorites coming into this fight, but in fact, coming into this tournament. But surprising that he was able to beat Funaki again, 5 minutes, same hold. That is probably the most amazing feat out of all of this.
Very well-earned win by Shamrock. And now it's time for our highlight of the day. And that does it for this edition of Pancrase Legends of Mixed Martial Arts. I'm Rob Wu.
Josh Barnett.
Same time, same place, next week. See you then.
Don't be a bitch.
Okay. I can try. How about a basketball player, Josh?
Airplane.
I am out.